welcome to the Herprenuer talk show. Hello, everybody. I am Torri Hammond, your host, CEO of Sassy Hair Care Products, author of the book Go and Grow, owner of Bold and Sassy Hair Designs. Listen, an elite ambassador in the Herprenuer Network. Also, the regional director for the West Coast, as well as your host of the Herprenuer talk show. So excited to have you here with us on tonight, guys. This is the Herprenuer Network, and the Herprenuer Network was founded by the amazing Dr. Nikki Ziegler, and we are here on Mondays so that you guys can see who is moving and shaking in the network. And as soon as we get through all those in the network, we're going to welcome you. Yes, you, the business owners that are out there that want to come on and want to be interviewed to let people know who you are, who you be, and how you serve as you move. And so welcome, guys. A few announcements before we bring up our amazing elite ambassador of the night. I'm excited, y'all. I get to interview another one of my sisters. I am pumped up and fired up because, listen, she's going to bring the fire on tonight, guys. But let's get to these announcements. So, we are in countdown mode. Listen, we are in serious countdown mode. The Herprenuers are coming to Dallas. So excited. Listen, Dallas is going to be fire. Hello, Maritza. Hello, B. Man, y'all, Dallas is going to be off the chain. And so we're getting ready for the Dallas Her Experience. And this is where we're going to have 3 days of ministry and business, guys. It's going to be so much knowledge. It's going to be a whole lot of money in the room. Listen, it's going to be a whole lot of people there that is going to be very influential, that's going to be able to pour into you and to help you along your journey of entrepreneurship. We're also going to get spiritually fed. We have some amazing people that are coming in. Some of our headliners include the amazing Cora Jakes, as well as Dr. Connie Stewart. Man, listen, Dr. Nikki's going to be there. Everybody's going to be there, guys. All roads are leading to Dallas. And so we're super psyched. We're super excited. So listen, we are still looking for vendors, guys. If that is you, we are looking for vendors. Listen, visibility is everything. And we are looking for vendors. When we tell you that it's a whole lot of people going to be in the room, we mean it when we say that, guys. And so if you have a business and you want to come out and you want to represent your business and you want to be a vendor at this amazing event, please let us know so that we can get you the information that you need, guys, to sign up so that you can be in the building. Never, and when I say this, and I mean this, never underestimate a room full of entrepreneurs. Listen, never underestimate a room full of movers and shakers. Listen, never underestimate an opportunity to meet somebody that can take you from your now to your next. And it's all about being in the building. And so, again, visibility is everything, guys. And so we are still looking for speakers and we are still looking for vendors, guys. And so if that is you, pop it in the comments real quick. The Herbassadors are in the building. If you are a Herbassador, shout it out, guys. Let people know. I am talking to you guys from the great state of Texas. Listen, it was hot today. It was really hot today. We getting a little dose of what Texas is going to really be like. Guys, I got in the Jeep and it said 98. I was like, wait a minute. I'm not ready yet. But I am here in the great state of Texas. And so go over to the chat. Let me know where you're watching from, where you're at, where you be. I see some of the Herprenuers in the building, guys. But I want you guys to shout yourselves out so that those that are watching, right? And those that are able to see the comments, see how the Herprenuers come in and we support one another, guys. And so the Herprenuers are in the building. My sisters are here. I'm super excited about it. I'm also going to ask you guys to share this broadcast. Share it out. Listen, sharing is caring. Listen, get people in here so they can see what the Herprenuer Network is all about, guys. And if you're not following us on YouTube, like and subscribe, guys, as we build our YouTube channel. This is where you're going to be able to watch interviews over and over again. Listen, share it out, share it, share it, share it. And so don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, invite somebody to come in and watch, guys. Invite somebody to come in and watch, guys. We have the elite Tameria Weaver in the building. So invite people to come on in and watch as we interview the amazing elite Tameria Weaver, guys. So I'm going to bring her in, but let's get ready in the comments. You guys are mighty quiet. Let me see you guys in the chat. Let me shout out your city. Where are you watching from? Come on, pop your city in the chat. Where are you watching from? I am in Texas. Where are you? All right, guys. Also, I'm looking to see my Herprenuer sisters in the room. I see you guys, but shout yourself out. If you are a proud Herprenuer, pop it in the comments, guys. All right, so I see that Miami is in the building. Hey, 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 from Virginia. I see Virginia is in the building. Okay, Charlotte, I see you. Charlotte, North Carolina is in the building. I love it, guys. And what I love about the Herprenuer Network is we're from all over the world, even international. Listen, this is an international network of Christian women in business and in ministry. All right, guys, so super psyched that you are here. Yes, the Herpreneurs is in the building. Come on through, y'all. Proud Herpreneur, Moss Point, Mississippi. Come on now. I see you guys. All right, Herpreneurs in the building. I see you. I see you. I see you in the building. Thank you, guys. All right, guys. So in all that we do, listen, we represent the crew. All right, guys. So, all right, let's get this interview started. Thank you, guys. Let's get this interview started. Drum roll, please. Yes. As I get ready to bring to you guys my sis, Tameria Weaver. Come on, guys. Let's welcome her to the live.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Hey. I'm so excited to be here. Torri, you're so beautiful.
Thank you.
Amazing.
And you are too. I cannot wait to get this interview started. I cannot wait for everyone to find out what it is that you do. And listen, don't hold back, sis. Give them all you got. This is a powerhouse, guys. She is a powerhouse and a woo full of knowledge. Listen, the anointing that is on her life is like none other. And so I'm very humbled to interview you on today, sis. I love what you do. I love how you show up for yourself. Listen, in everything that you do, I see that you really care about what you do. And so we're going to talk about it on today. Super excited. So let's start off with, who are you? What you do.
Amen. So good evening. I'm so excited to be on this talk show today. I told my good queen sister Torri, oh my God, I'm so proud of her and the work that she is doing, and to be on the show. What an amazing honor. What an amazing honor. So let me give the shout out to the queen herself, Queen Torri. Thank you for all you do. Who am I? Tameria Weaver, elder. I am a preacher, teacher, mother, wife. I am the author of God's Daughter, a Prayer Warrior. I'm also the founder of God's Daughter Ministries, Tameria's Collection, and Women Inspiring and Networking, which is my 501c3. It is my outreach ministry to everything that I have going on. But above all of that, listen, I am a lover of my Father. I love God with every bit of my being. So those that know me know I am serious about my walk with God. So I am God's daughter first, and I love everything about him. So that is who I am.
You got to do it. I love God.
I love
God. What's wrong
with you? Oh, that's a mission. And let me add in, y'all, I have been just blown away. I am, y'all, and I say it with pride. Let me say it as I flip a hairstring on y'all.
Okay.
I am an elite ambassador of
on.
the Herprenuer Network. Elite. Listen, flip the hair on it when y'all say it. When y'all talk about this network, y'all gotta put a little sass into it. Let everybody know.
I love it.
This
I love it.
tribe will stand. You hear me?
So
that
you're
is
also a wife and a mom.
yeah.
All right. So tell us about that.
So I am a wife to an amazing man. His name is Jamal. Jamal and I will be married. We'll be celebrating 10 years on this year, July. Oh my God. If I tell y'all, I love everything about marriage. I am a family-based woman of God first. And can I just be transparent? Family-based, a lot of us, especially those that are entrepreneurs or those that are striving, thriving, and driving towards destiny. Sometimes in the midst of our purpose and our push, sometimes things begin to fall. And for a minute, I'm not going to be on here and I'm not going to make believe. There was a minute that capacity of a wife, I had to put more emphasis there because I became so busy on the drive, the thrive, and the moving toward God and in that purpose that I had to realize, listen, that wife component is so important because it helps to drive everything that I am. So I can't be all of the hats and all of the umbrellas that Tameria is without him. And so I am a proud wife. My husband loves God. Y'all listen, he even turned our closet into a prayer closet. So when I say husband, all right. So the man of God, he loves God. And so when he loves God and you're honoring him, he covers everything that you do. So yes, I am a proud wife. He is an amazing man. So I am grateful for him.
All right. So how many kids you got?
Girl, I got 3 boys. Listen, when he said be fruitful and multiply, I said to myself, I said, man, I strive, y'all. I have 3 beautiful boys. Ages are 15, 13, and 8. Okay. And with the 3 boys that I have, I wanted a girl so bad, Torri. Oh, I wanted a girl so bad. And I just knew that third one was going to be a girl. And no. So listen, I'm finished. I am going to cultivate these men, help to raise them as mighty men of valor. But yes, I am a mother of 3 boys and I love them to pieces.
I always say 3 is a crowd. I have 3 as well. I have 2 girls and a boy. And so, but listen, them girls. Yeah. I could write a book. But nevertheless, I think boys are easier than girls. I do.
You think so?
I do.
Somebody else said that. I think if I had a girl, she'll have my little personality. I don't know if y'all ready. She'll have part of my little personality.
Well, I got one that's turned up and extra, and then I got the other one that's not so turned. And so I get the best of both. Miss me with my daughter, my baby. We're not doing the dresses and the things like that. But my bigger girl, I can dress her up. I can get her all the way together. So I think it just kind of, every kid is different, you know, and we have our own idea of it. When they're little, you can pretty much dress them up I used to dress them alike and, get them going. But girl, now it's a different story. It's like when they get up there and they get their own personalities and they get their own way going, girls are totally different than boys. But nevertheless, I know that as you serve in ministry, you serve girls, and you have those that call you mother. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, so this is so good. There are so many women as well as young girls that growing in the place of where they are, they're looking for the example. They're looking for someone that is walking in this journey. They're looking for someone that's not afraid to tell their truths. Because I feel like so many times as women, especially when we're mentoring or we're educating or we're teaching our young girls, even women, because some of them did not have that mother branch to guide them, that we forget that we were on the journey too. And sometimes we paint the picture of perfection. And perfection, usually, if it's not articulated correctly, it can drive someone to a place of failure because they're trying to follow in your steps, not realizing that there were obstacles that you met, that was adversity that you faced, that there were moments that maybe failure had knocked at your door and you may have answered, but you chose to close the door on it. And so when we're not transparent in our areas and in our drives and lives, we kind of miss the mark to help mentor and to educate our young girls. And so for those that do follow, they follow in the idea of knowing that whatever Tameria is doing, if they calling me Miss Weaver, they calling me Tameria, they calling me Elder, whichever category I'm in their life. The one thing that they know is I'm going to give you transparency, and I'm not saying I'm going to give them all, but I'm going to give them truth. In addition to that, I also like to educate them on, hey, this is what happens when you may fall on your knees. This is what happened when you may have wounds or battle scars in this walk. This is how you choose to live and not just cover it up or ignore it. We're going to address it. We're going to face it. We're going to deal with it. Right. And then we're going to clean you up, pick you back up, and we're going back out for war. So I just believe in being an example, even to those that call me in whatever category they place me in, but especially the B program, which is within WIN. I share with them all the time, y'all, I'm going to be transparent with you, but I also want to let them understand you are fearfully, y'all know, Bible, fearfully, I love God, y'all remember, and wonderfully made. So that is how I help to mentor.
I think I feel like amen. I feel like amen. So let's talk about your entrepreneurial journey and how that's been for you transitioning. And so I know for some, evangelists, for some people who hold titles in ministry, sometimes it's hard for them to move out into the marketplace and find themselves doing both entrepreneurship and marketplace ministry congruently. And so what I see is sometimes it's hard for them to make the shift. Of course, we have the heart of God, right? And we have all good intentions on serving God's people, but God gives us the ability to create. He gives us the ability to produce. He gives us the ability, right, to set our hands to do something to allow it to grow so that we can prosper in this land, right, in this season. And so how has that transition been for you?
Oh my God, what a topic to discuss. And let me just tell y'all how I looked at, because the conversion was challenging for me. The reason why it was challenging is because of the nature in my training in ministry. Okay. And in that particular arena, being taught and understanding that I'm giving the gifts that God has given me, I'm sowing it back into the kingdom. And so there were times where I didn't understand the boundaries. I didn't understand where to draw a line to separate marketplace and how to be effective in ministry. And in perspective, if you don't come from a family where wealth is the background, you typically don't have somebody standing there navigating you to be able to differentiate the difference between the two. So being that my heart is pure for God, for the longest, Torri, I simply, even as an entrepreneur, everything went into ministry. I would sow into ministry. I would sow anything that I made back, I'm putting it back. I never touched, and my team now would win. They would tell you, I never touched anything. I felt like if I touched the finances or if I tried to gain anything financially, I felt in a moment that I was pulling away from what God was doing in my life. I didn't have that ear to remind me that Tameria ministry and marketplace, God gave you the gift as well to be able to prosper in the marketplace. I didn't have that echo. Right. I didn't have that echo. I did not have that. And so a lot of things for me were challenging because I didn't have the echo. So truly trying to follow biblical based and trying to place it into entrepreneurship. I have friends all the time would tell me when they would do and I just had a conversation last week. They would say, Tameria, you're a millionaire on paper. What's happening in real life? This. And I'm like, y'all, for the longest, I had it wrong. And so it wasn't, and watch this, it wasn't until I started being more attentive, y'all, and I started to open up my spiritual gate just a little bit more to another level. And then I started getting, this is another one for those that are listening in and you're questioning joining networks. It took for me to get connected to like-minded people. It
Listen.
took me to get connected to people who were making six figures and
Say it
making
again.
millions
Say it
already
again.
for
That's
me to understand the mindset. It took me to get a tribe of women. And I'm not talking about those that constantly pull, because don't get it twisted. Just because I am who I am, it doesn't mean that my heart posture was different. So
right.
people were pulling, but nobody was pouring. And so
Right.
I was draining financially, I was draining mentally, and then I was draining spiritually. And it wasn't until the pandemic where I began to crash and burn. And then I became reluctant to do ministry because I couldn't understand why the wounds were so deep. And
My
so
God.
it wasn't until I started connecting with like-minded people to understand, hey, I'm doing what you're doing, but what are you doing? Because you're at six figures, you're at a millionaire status. On paper, I'm a millionaire, but why am I not living out the fruit of my labor?
So
And
let's take a second. Let's take a second. Let's pause for a second. Listen, because you are choo-choo. I love it. But I just want to take a second and I want to speak to the audience who, in her transparency, who can say me? Who can say I went through that same thing? Come on, guys. Who can admit that they experienced this same thing? I think we all can sit down and really think about our journey, to entrepreneurship and just doing, exactly what God has called us to do and just having a stand in that moment saying, hey, wait a minute, I have to figure this thing out, right? Because at the end of the day, God doesn't want us to be broke, busted, and disgusted. I mean, just truth be told, guys. And so this is amazing what she's sharing. This is a wealth full of knowledge. And if you find yourself, she's given you the steps to get out of that place. If you found yourself in that place, I can say me. I can say I've been there. Can you say the same? And if you found yourself in that place, did you find yourself somewhere to be connected to? Liz, that's my sis. That's my sister. That's my sis. And we connected. Listen. All right. So keep it going. Keep it going. I just wanted to have that moment because it was a real authentic moment. God, and I just wanted to breathe in that moment, appreciate you in that moment for your transparency because that's major, 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 major. All right.
Yeah,
And so how did you come to the Herprenuer Network? Why the Herprenuer Network? Let's just transition on into it because you nearly almost hit right on in there. So just keep right on sliding. So why the Herprenuer Network?
So amazingly enough, I was at a conference. I was following a voice of a woman of God that impacted my life at the moment where I kind of threw in the towel. And the woman of God at the time, and that's how my Leap conference was birthed through our connection. And I felt like when I heard her voice, it was a leap in my belly. And I told her that, and we've been connected ever since. And so when I connected with this woman of God, I went to her conference, and then there was a face of a young lady that was there, and mind you, I was still in that season because the conferences and the conference that I went to for her, they were only just a few weeks apart. So I had it thrown in the towel, but I had to go back and I grabbed it, but it was still in my hand because I had questions for God. And not questions where I was questioning him. Right. I had questions for myself. Exactly. And so when I saw this woman of God, immediately she just, you like that? It is. It's a difference, y'all. Questioning God and having questions. It's a difference because I don't question God about anything. But Tameria, I have questions for myself. Why am I here? What do I need to do? So when I saw this woman of God, she was there, and it was just an instant connection. And so my last day at the conference, she and her sister invited me to come have lunch with them because it was such a large gap. And then I had already checked out of the hotel because I planned on leaving. And so as I rode with her, didn't even know her. I just met her at the conference the night before. The entire day, we kept attacking each other. And so she was asking me questions, and I leaned in and I said to her, I said, I want to get connected to a network of women that are striving for things. They're looking for God, but they're moving in business. They're moving in ministry together. And she said, oh, let me tell you, I had no idea, but that's how God is set up. And her name is Tiara Turner. I met Tiara and Chelsea, and literally she was there, and we're sitting on the couch, and all of a sudden we all locking hands, and they started praying. And literally when I came back, I immediately inquired about the network because she had so many positive things to say. But more than ever, she said, this is a network of women based on what you're looking for.
Okay. I love it. And so since you have been a part of the network, how have you grown?
A lot. The ignition started. There was a train, y'all, but this train was sitting on the track. It was sitting, and I needed God to breathe, and I needed God to blow wind on the fuel, on the coals that were sitting. And so joining the network, there was a spark that was lit for me to remind me of first who I am and who I belong to, but understanding that I can do all things. And I know that without a certainty that God led me to it. And to be able to see Queen Torri, to be able to see Dr. Mama Patricia, to see how all of you all, and listen, I'm not leaving out anybody. When I say all of the herpreneurs, when I see all of you, everybody has a passion and a desire for faith and the marketplace. And when I say we are being led by the queen herself, and so Dr. Nikki Ziegler, we're being led by her. And so how can the fire and the flame be burned out when you got so many strong sisters around you reigniting your flame, saying, hey sis, you look a little down today. Let me let you borrow some of this fire. Let me adjust your crown. Let me fix you in this moment. And then for some of us that have harder times, some of y'all come on in the clubhouse and you like, you're not gonna stay down right here. Let me lift you up. And so what better network to join than this? So that's what's kept me here. I
love it, Maritza. Look at what she said.
I love it. One big happy family. Yes, we are. So my shirt says serial herpreneur, right? And I love this because you are a serial herpreneur. You have multiple businesses. And so how do you do it? How do you balance the work-life mom? Because you work a full-time job, don't you? As a mental health therapist, yes.
Yes, and you have several businesses. Okay, Miss Serial Herpreneur. All right, so let's talk about it. How do you balance? How do you find, that whatever you call it, to get it all done. Listen, I don't think it's a name for it. We say, how do you balance? But it's like, and I've said this before because, and you were there. So you guys just had the marriage,
retreat.
Yeah. And somebody's husband, not sure what his name was, but he talked about balancing.
Oh, I think it was Dr. Joe's husband.
No, it wasn't Dr. Joe's husband. No, It was I think they were the first speakers, I think. And he talked about balancing. And so how he explained it was, he talked about how when
Pastor Griffin.
Okay, he talked about how when you're trying to balance, it's harder because you're holding so much stuff in one hand. Girl, listen, he changed my life with this. And he said, and you're instead of trying to focus and you're trying to balance, this load in one hand instead of trying to juggle it. And so he says, when you begin to juggle it, you can put your hands on each thing. As when you think about it moving around, you're able to put your hands on everything instead of trying to hold everything with your two hands and trying to, carry it, which is what we try to do when we balance. And so, man, when I tell you, I will continue to say that because it literally blessed my life so much, because now it just, when you think about it, it makes more sense. And so I feel like it's not about balancing it, it's about juggling it all. So how do you juggle it all? How do you do it?
It's amazing that you asked. It really is the zeal from God. And so I no longer put myself in unnecessary spaces.
Okay.
And that was major for me. And in that, and let me start, it requires you to say no to things that are just not purposeful in your season.
I'm learning
And
to do that.
if you say yes to everything that blows your way, you will never have enough of space and time for you to be able to tackle those things that are assigned to you. And
Absolutely.
so I've learned first to know how serious boundaries and balance is, and the juggling in which he said. But I have to sit down and I have to plan. And because I plan with God. And I know somebody may be saying, girl, that sounds so easy, or it sounds like it's just, but I'm telling you, I plan with God. And so I sit down, either I pick a Friday, I pick a Saturday, or I pick a Sunday. And me and the Father, we're strategizing what's going on in the week to come. I'm strategizing what's coming up per quarter. And as I begin to do that, I'm able to put my time and attention to those things that are of importance first.
Okay.
But the biggest thing that I've learned, Torri, in order for the businesses to work, I have to strategize and make sure my family is a first priority. I didn't do that before. And
Okay.
so when we don't put family first, and we don't put God first, we find ourselves trying to fit family in and fit God
Absolutely.
into our busy schedule. That
Absolutely.
equation is totally wrong.
That's
You're supposed
chaos.
to put it's all over the place, and you wonder why you're all over. Well, what does your equation look like? And so my equation is God, my family, and that equates to, now you can articulate in your businesses. I never put the latter part of the equation first.
Right.
Tameria used to, but the new me, it does not. My family and
New me. New
listen,
year, you say new year, new me. Okay.
I had and my hashtag, and y'all got the shirts coming out about it. It's called "I'm Serious About Me." That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
And so, literally,
I need that.
I gotta get it for you.
I'm serious about me.
I'm
Okay.
serious, and everybody, when they see me wearing it, they're like, "What does that mean?" And just like I'm talking about now, I'm serious about the things that I'm called to. I'm no longer promoting and boosting everybody and not boosting myself. I have to look in the mirror and say, girl, you got this. You doing it. And so I have to be able to put things together in perspective. But I plan. If I have to plan per quarter or plan week by week, I sit down, y'all, and I strategize. God, what's coming? What's next? What do I need to be putting more attention to? And that's how I shift.
And as a speaker, man, listen, you got to keep a tight schedule. So Dr. Nikki has entered the building. Hey, Dr. Nikki. So as a speaker, I know that means that you have to keep a tight schedule, but let's talk about these clothes. Let's talk about the boutique. I actually have a piece. I love it. So I listened to your advice, when you talked about sizing and things of that nature. And this is what I love about people who own the entire business. She could have literally just said, this is what you need to get because this is what's going to fit you. No, she took the time to explain to me why. And when I put it on, it resonated differently, the outcome of it. And I was like, okay, she was right. You saw comfortable. I love it. I want another one. And so, yes, let's talk about these clothes. I love it. All right. So, what is your perspective on fashion? And how do you choose your pieces? And what do you specialize in by way of the boutique?
And so my whole motto, my whole slogan for my boutique is speak louder through your fashion. And
Okay.
so when I said that, speak louder through your fashion, I believe that every woman has their own unique taste.
Okay.
And so every woman has something that makes them feel beautiful. It accentuates multiple places in who they are. You know, some people like bold colors, some like, you know what, I like a little earth tone. And so when I look at fashion, I say speak loud through what you're wearing. That's what I'm saying. So when you walk into a room, somebody should look at you and be like, oh, okay. Without you saying nothing. And so what does that look like? It's about what makes you comfortable. So what I may like, I look at it and say, maybe that's not what makes Torri feel beautiful, but Torri may be able to put on a piece. And when you feel good as a woman, when your outfit is right as a woman, y'all can come on, put it in the chat. Listen, when that outfit right, your mood hit just a little bit different. Your head is up just a little bit different. When that hair is done,
look a little different.
You'll be ready. So that's what the boutique does. I really try to grab the personality. And then I also have a side of the boutique that literally speaks to the woman and say, listen, I'm on the go. I need something that I can throw on, but she cute, where she can go do brunch. You can go, friend call you at the last minute. Hey, meet me for a lunch date. That same cute basic wear can kind of go with you all day. So for the entrepreneur, for the woman that's starting her own ministry, for the woman that's driving the bus of success, you want to look cute, you want to look basic. So the boutique has a little bit of both.
And what I love about the set that I got from you is I can go from day to night. And so I can go from just wearing it with some sneakers to belting it with some boots, and definitely be able to change the whole look of it. And so that's major. When you're able to have pieces that you can do that with. And so what are some of your signature pieces? Like, what's signature for your brand?
Right now, it's this new top that I have on. Y'all can't really see it because of the way I'm sitting down, but I like it because it has like this little fun. It has a fun sleeve. I can't show y'all too much, but it's
I see it. No, we see it.
You see it?
Yep.
It's a really cute fun top. A lot of women choose, and you may see it on different boutiques, but a lot of women choose to wear it as a dress. That's not who Tameria is. I see you. I got you. But you can wear this piece. It's off-shouldered look. You can wear it up on your shoulder.
Okay.
You can kind of flip it a little bit. And so this particular shirt, it can be worn as a shirt, but I have very long legs, ladies. So for me, it's a top.
And so tights?
You can wear it with tights.
Okay.
I wear it with a cute pair of jeans and a cute sandal, and so it really does. It essentially.
Nikki shopping.
She already ready. I'm sending yours in the mail. I got you covered, and it's made for multiple sizes, so it fits from a size small all the way to a size extra large. And so it's very puffy. It's really fun. When I tell you guys, I wore it 2 days ago, and literally from the time I walked into the restaurant, by the time I sat down and the time that I left, I had over 10 individuals ask me about this top. And so I think I have just a few more left. But yes, it is my signature piece right now.
Make sure you get Dr. Nikki.
I got hers. I'm gonna pull it out.
Marissa said it's really cute.
Thank you, Maritza. Thank you so much, beautiful.
So yes. So you will be in Dallas?
Yes, I will be in Dallas. Oh my God.
You bringing some clothes.
I'm bringing some clothes, y'all. I'm so excited. I'm going to bring some basic wear. I'm going to bring some cute cardigans. I got some really fun palazzo pants that I think for the girl that's like, listen, I'm about to step out here and tell them what my name is.
You know what I'm about to ask you. You know what I'm about to ask you. You know what I'm about to ask you. Don't you show
What you about to ask me?
Don't you show out without the color what? Don't you show up without at least one thing.
What's that?
Purple.
You said what?
Purple.
Oh, okay. I need to make sure that purple's. Sorry, that is your color, ma'am. That is your color. Yes. I will have something purple just for
Here go Dr. Nikki. Here go Dr. Nikki.
Taking my hand. So yes, I'm gonna show up to Dallas with my sis purple.
Look, Queen Anne said,
yes, I'm bringing cash. So yes, girls, bring y'all coins.
Well, Dr. Nikki said this is a pink party.
Pink party.
Look, pink and purple are sisters. They go together.
And twins, hear me.
Look, she said, period.
Period. I love her.
But just have you some pink, but at least one thing for me.
One thing purple. I got you covered. I will be ready for Dallas.
But
I'm
look,
so excited.
we gonna be in our pink. I got my pink dress. I'm ready. Yeah, we
And
talked
I'm
about
gonna be ready in
that
my
earlier.
pink. We
Yeah, so
did.
we ready. We gonna pink out the weekend in Dallas. It's gonna be so much fun, guys. It's gonna be
Mhm.
so exciting. Listen, Tameria is gonna be in the building. I'm excited, guys,
Me-
because I get to see my sisters. I get
I
to see
know.
everyone. It's gonna be like a big old reunion. We
Mhm.
gonna be there, to make it do what it do. But again, when the Herpreneurs get together, anything can happen. And so super excited, guys. So who's gonna be in Dallas? Who's watching, guys? Who's in the audience? Who's gonna be in Dallas? Let's chop it up. Let's see who's gonna be in the building with us. Who is going to be in Dallas? So Tameria, what's new for you? While they popping it in the chat, what's new for you? What you got going on? You got any? Because you have events and you have all these things, and so
Yes.
what you got coming up? What you got coming up?
So I am so very excited, y'all. I've launched this mentorship. It's called She Heals, and that's what I'm working on. That is my baby. Right now, it's for healing, and the thing that I grab from it is some of us, the Bible says we walk by faith, not by sight. But I added in, but walking broken just won't do. And so we want to be able to tackle the woman of God that has been broken. Sometimes we don't realize that we need healing. I think so many people are out here and they're doing ministry, they're doing the work of the kingdom, and they're fractured. But one thing about a fracture enables, it restricts that body part from doing and functioning to its full capacity. And so being able to be healed is so important to me right now. It is really and truly my focal point. And I've been telling everybody that healed people move different, healed people hear different, and healed people see different.
Yeah.
And so I really want to
Look
see
different.
they look different.
Different.
Come on, Torri. That's it. And so I desire to see the women of God, and not saying that you have to be perfected in your walk. But when there's a sense of brokenness, when there's a sense or an area that is unhealed, I want to be able to help you with that. I want to be able to give you insight to that. As a mental health therapist, it's something that I really see now what God was doing, because when I became a therapist, people don't know that the back end of this, I did not wake up and say, I wanted to be a mental health therapist, Torri.
Right.
That's not what happened. I literally, I was with my nonprofit and I was asking all of the women, like, what is it that y'all want to do from here? And everybody wanted to open up a group home. And so when we did some research and investigation, we found out that somebody had to have a master's degree in this particular field. Literally, out of a room of 28 women, I volunteered. I said, okay, if I'm leading here, let me be the one to go back to school, because nobody else wanted to do it. Yeah, I volunteered. And so I put myself back in school for 2.5 years to obtain this master's degree. Yeah. And that goes back to what I was saying in the beginning. I'm sold out for God. So if his people wanted this, let me help them do it. So I literally went back to school for a group of women that desires to have this group home. That's why I went back.
So
And
do you guys have it now?
we're in the process. It will be open this year. Yeah. Yeah, it's coming. And so I'm a therapist because I wanted to help.
You're a therapist. Listen.
God, you want me to do what? That was not what I signed up for.
Okay.
But look at how he has blessed the
We
door.
see you, God. We see you.
We see you
But
guys.
you know what? That's gonna open up so many doors for you. Not just that door, but so many other doors as well. And so you just have no idea what you just signed yourself up for.
I had none. Yeah, I was in hospital seeing patients, and now I'm a therapist.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
wow. Okay, so you said She Heals.
Yep, She Heals. Faith
Man, that just sounds like just bring it. Just bring your tissue.
Just bring your tissue.
Come on,
just bring your tissue. And I'm going to talk with Dr. Nikki about it, but that's going to be probably the area that I'm going to tap into if she's okay with that. But I want to help everybody with that. And so,
Okay.
yeah, that's so important to me right now.
And
Yeah.
so how are they going to be able to walk through the mentorship? Or is it something that's going to be weekly, monthly? Do you want to talk a little bit about it?
Yeah, if I can, sure. So with the mentorship program, it's a course, and it's for 4 weeks. And I want to be able to walk everybody through their journey. I stepped out on faith and I started my first group right after the conference. It was on February the 20th. And so the class ended on last week, Monday. And so I kind of asked the women for feedback and they gave me impeccable reviews.
Nice.
And so it will be it's a consecutive 4 week marker there. And each week we do Zoom and we go through, and it's really set up. There's activities, there's a workbook attached.
Okay.
And so I really have been really seeking God on some things. And I had someone to bless me over the weekend. She blessed me with some things to help me with some modules. And
Okay.
let me pause for a second and let's give a shout out to on that end to the Dr. Nikki, because in our area, and this is for those of you that are looking and saying, man, should I become a herpreneur? Absolutely. She really took the chisel there for me as a coach.
Okay.
Again, remember I told you this train was sitting.
Right.
And so she really helped with that and really helped me to navigate in that. And when I tell y'all it's a fresh walk,
Y'all.
it's good. It's good. So yes, She Heals Faith Plus Therapy. That is my new baby that I am currently working on. And I am so excited about it. I am going to get with Dr. Nikki too on some things so that I can maybe do some things with the network with it. Because I think healing is just so important for us all.
Sounds like it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Definitely. Sounds scary.
Yeah.
How many of you know healing come with a whole lot of stuff?
It does. It does. You gotta be equipped and ready. Cause listen,
You gotta be ready to do the self work. You gotta be ready to do the work. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
And so, okay, anybody got any questions for Tameria before we let her go? Any questions for her? Also, Tameria, take some time and tell people how can they reach you? How can they follow you? What's your website? How they can get some of these clothes? How they can get your books? Listen, how they can book you to be a speaker? Stereo herpreneur.
Let me get that shirt off for you, Torri. Let me get that shirt off for you, Torri. So yes, you guys can follow me. My panhandles for social media is at Tameria James Weaver, or you can do at God's Daughter. And with that, you'll kind of follow the ministry. But at Tameria James Weaver is how you follow me on social media. My website is tameriaweaver.com. Y'all can follow me there, tameriaweaver.com, or as you guys see my name spelled, it is Tameria's Collection. Yes, ma'am.
Who else got their name on the .com? Who else got it? I know Dr. Nikki got it. I know.
We know she ready. So yes, those are the two ways you can follow me, tameriaweaver.com and then Tameria's Collection. I know I am adding some God's Daughter section to the website tonight. So I'm going to add some t-shirts and I have some tumblers that I've been sitting on.
Nice.
Yeah. So y'all will be able to get all of that stuff between tonight and tomorrow morning.
Okay. All right. We see you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, any questions for Tameria? This has been fun, sis.
Yeah.
I loved getting to know you better. I want to know one more thing before we let you go. What do you do for fun? Like, what is it that you like to do? Tell us one thing that nobody really can figure out that you do, that you love doing for fun.
Oh, so I'm kind of like a geek.
Okay.
A little bit. So I really love like science, National Geographics. Yeah. So, I'm so weird with that. I don't tell anybody. So listen, y'all, secretly, if I can't get out, and let me tell you, I don't like outside, but I like learning about like the safari animals, stuff like that intrigues me. Like I'm doing it. So I would literally.
So you don't like to go to the zoo. You just like to learn about the animals in the zoo.
if I go to the zoo, let it be where there's some AC circulating if it's hot.
Oh,
Let me be inside and let me see, like bring the exhibits by the screen so
okay.
we can see. But I would sit in my PJs at home, and I literally, if I'm like doing like a self-care day or I don't want to engage with anybody, and if you was to say to Mary, turn the screen around and let me see what you're watching on TV, y'all, I will be learning about the planets, or I will be watching like National Geographic stuff. It's this TV show that comes on, and it's uh what is it called? And it's a song. Oh yeah, it's called Serengeti.
Really?
Don't judge me, but they're talking about, I'm learning about hyenas.
Oh God, I would. Okay, you are really telling me something I would not thought.
Let me tell you, the hyenas they're so funny to me, and they're so intriguing. Do you know they travel in packs?
Y'all see how her face lit up?
Nobody noticed, Torri. Girl, the hyenas travel in packs, and when one go after the prey, it's like they plot, and you don't see them coming, and they come
Wow.
out, but it takes one leader out the pack to say that's the prey, and then the rest of them, it's like they ducking and they dodging, and you think that hyena by themselves, and it's like a whole crew of them. I was like, let me find out.
This is how I need to be rolling. Listen.
Travel in packs, but y'all just think I'm by myself. That's how hyenas work.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
like
learn something new every day.
it's so embarrassing because people be like, "What you watch?"
Now I watch it. Okay, so I'll watch it for a little bit. Like I like penguins. I love penguins, and then I will literally, kind of watch it a little bit, but you're not gonna get me to watch it for a long time. So I got caught up watching this. It's on Facebook Watch. It's a zoo, but they go live and they do different things, and so I got lost in watching them feed the alligators and watching them do different things, and these people crazy.
Okay. Don't it intrigue you though? Because you be like, oh, what you about to do? It's so bad for me.
So, okay. So, all right. Well, when I come over,
yes, we're going to have your plush socks and your pajamas. We're going to watch Serengeti.
That is hilarious. Okay. All right, guys. So we learn something new every day.
Every day.
Tameria likes animals. Okay. Do you have any animals?
No, that's the crazy. That's
no.
Yeah, I can't stand them. My kids want an animal so bad in this house. I said no, we're not doing no pet. I don't like them up close. I just watch their behaviors. And but girl, an animal, who finna get? I don't have one. Oh, I'm horrible.
Oh, wow.
That's me though.
Wow.
Something new every day.
This has been fun. This has been fun, and it's been nice getting to know you, sis.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to hold you all night. This has been an amazing interview, guys. All right. So since we have no questions for Tameria on tonight, let's say thank you. Come on, guys. Let's chat it up. Let's say thank you. Let's thank her for giving us her time and pouring into us on tonight. How many of you felt the pour? She dropped so many amazing nuggets on tonight, things that could definitely help you to think differently, right? And to just move a little bit differently. And so while we're waiting on that, Tameria, do you want to leave them with any last words, anything final that you want to say while we there we go. Thank you for popping it in the chat while we thank her for coming in on tonight. Oh, Jamila's in the building. Hey, Jamila. All right, any last words?
Yeah, I'll share this with you all. I heard this amazing word and it stuck with me. And there was a portion in the Bible where God had asked, or David had asked a question, and God told him to not only will he pursue, but he will recover all. And so I want to challenge you all as you all move forward in this second quarter. whatever losses, whatever things you felt like had hindered you, whatever things that you felt like delayed you. Listen, whatever God has already spoken over your life, that means go back, grab a prophetic word that was spoken over your life. I want y'all to take that word and I want y'all to staple it for 2023 quarter two. Staple the word. And when you staple the word to your life, this is my encouragement, because some of us, we are always looking for a new prophetic word to be spoken over your life. Well, can I tell you, the last word does not befall, because God's word does not return until him void, but it must accomplish everything that he sent it out to do. So go back and grab that prophetic word that was spoken over your life. And when you go back and grab it, pursue after it. Run after it, chase after it, be ambitious after it, seek God after it, remind God of his word after it. And when you run in that word, recover it all. That means everything that God said is yours is done. Everything that God said, I called your name to, consider it done. Everything that God said that you were able to do, it is done. It is done. It is done. It is done. Go back, get your word, pursue after it, and recover everything. Leave nothing on the table. That's how I'm living my 2023. Recover it all. That's my encouragement. Recover it all. In Jesus' name. They ask you what you're doing, I'm pursuing. If they ask you where you going, I'm pursuing. If they ask you what you talking about, I'm pursuing. I'm pursuing it all. And God's word says, and you shall recover it all, not some, all.
Listen, you done changed. I said I was reclaiming my time. I did. I said I was reclaiming my time. I'm gonna change it, y'all. I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change it. Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to recover it all.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Listen, she rolling out here sliding. Listen, she said she was gonna slide on out, right? She's gonna drop some fire and slide on, drop the mic, slide on out. Well, thank you, sis. Thank you. Listen, you got it. All right, in Jesus' name, recover it all. Yes, recover it. Listen, it is done, sis. You better preach. Come on, y'all. You got to dance in the open. All right. And Queen Anne says she is pursuing. Man, listen, there's nothing to it but to do it. It's open door season. Yes, my God, and God is showering down blessings for those that are in the midst, you know, of the move of God. And that's what I love about God. He's no respecter person. Right? And so what he does for you, he can do for me. What he does for me, he can do for you. We just got to be in a posture to be willing and ready to receive.
Sorry.
Girl, you going to make me go back and listen to that. Prophecy.
This was good. I love you. I can't wait till we get to Dallas. Let me tell y'all, this gonna be the energy the whole time. The whole time. Y'all gonna be like, oh, them herpreneurs.
Woo, girl, you just set a fire down in my soul that I can't contain and I can't control. I'm just ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to get off. I'm ready to hear it. I'm ready to listen to it. Listen. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right, guys. Woo! Yay. All right. Listen. Girl. I'm going to let you hear it. We're going to chop it up. All right, y'all. We're going to let Tameria go. We thank you, sis, for coming in and sharing and pouring, encouraging us and pushing us. Guys, support her, get her book, shop her boutique. Listen, we are waiting for the next conference so that we could, you know, be in attendance, guys. This is what it's about, you know. We support each other. We show up for one another. I appreciate her for coming on tonight. And so we're going to say goodbye. Bye. All right, guys. This has been awesome. This has been an awesome time. And I appreciate you all for sticking in and watching with us. We thank you. Our founder, Dr. Nikki, was here, guys. And so the Herpreneurs were in the building as well. I thank you all for coming out and supporting, guys. Don't forget, if you are watching us on YouTube, like and subscribe. And we cannot wait to see you in Dallas. Listen, we had a major announcement on today. The Herprenuer Network website is live. Oh my God. We have been in anticipation of the website. So congratulations, Dr. Nikki and her team. They did it. And the website is beautiful. Listen, you could go to the website and see all of the herbassadors, the elite herbassadors, the core of the network. If you want to join the network, listen, go to the website. All right, guys. And so all the events are on the website as well. The website is live. And so we're super excited about that. And so, guys, go over to the website, check it out. Dr. Nikki has a post on her page. Let's do our due diligence and go show her just how beautiful the website is, guys. And so let's tap in and see the website and go back and let her know how much you love it. All right, guys. So we thank you. We appreciate you guys for watching. We're here on Mondays, and I love bringing you my Herbassador sisters in the network. Listen, we are an international network of Christian women in business and in ministry. I am Torri Hammond, your host. Super excited to be here with you guys on tonight. Let's not forget about Dallas. And so if you haven't registered yet, we need you to register so we can see you in the building. Again, we are looking for vendors as well as for speakers. And so if that is you, go to the Herprenuer Network website. It is live and all links are available, right, to get you guys exactly where you need to be. All right, guys. And so I always say this, guys, listen, just be classy, just be sassy, just be you. Why? Because no one, and I say it again, no one can do you quite like you do. All right, guys. Until next time, good night. Bye.